I asked myself why I never got into the Beastie Boys music, and I know they had been out, since the '80s, but I have to think it was probably because I was listening to music that I can relate to more. So me coming from the crazy background that I come from, I was listening to things that teenagers shouldn't have been listening to at the time. And this song that I'm going to be reacting to, I've actually heard from Beastie Boys. It was one of those songs that kind of broke my barrier a little bit, as far as like, hey, those dudes is dope. But never went and purchased the album. Never, there was, and then I was researching the year that this came out. The year this came out was 1998, which was one of the most monumental years in terms of hip hop talent and albums that were released. That was a crazy year. All right. Just to give you guys an idea, for those of you who are hip hop fans, some of the albums that I was listening to, and these were some of the ones that were released. There was The Lox, Money, Power, and Respect. There was Mos Def's Black Star. There was Jay-Z's Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. Got a lot of spins, a really good album from Jay-Z. There was an underrated album, AZ, Pieces of a Man. Snoop Dogg, The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told. There was a few cuts on that album, with the Snoop Dogg album. The Lox, Money, Power, Respect, killer. Method Man's To Cow, I had the album. I didn't really play it a whole bunch of times, to be honest with you. It was cool. Redman Doc's the Name, which went platinum. And Outkast released Aquemini. Oh my goodness, that was a incredible album. I loved it. And there's a couple other things that happened in 1998. If you're of a certain age, you know that Juvenile released 400 Degrees, which is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. It went like 4 or 5 times platinum. I remember the first time I heard Juvenile rap, it was the song, and I thought he was slow. All right. I didn't understand it. I was making fun of the track. And then the next single was Back That Ass Up, which was production like I'd never heard before. And then the way that Juvenile was rhyming on the beat, and there was that raw grittiness style that we had never seen before in the Midwest, floated to Target to go buy the album. And then I went back and listened to Ha again with a different set of ears, because I'm like, the genius that made that beat from Back That Ass Up made the Ha beat. And then I understood that I was okay. I just didn't get it. And then every song on the album, absolutely incredible. And then there was DMX. Okay, DMX released 2 albums in 1998 that both went multi-platinum. Okay. And I distinctly remember the first time I ever heard DMX rap was Get At Me Dog. But what made me like a super fan was when I heard the Rough Rider anthem, and then Slippin'. I was going through a battle of depression, and I listened to Slippin' in my portable CD player like a billion times. I used to listen to it while I was asleep, because I could just relate to what he was talking about in the track. So there was so much going on that, I never got into the Beastie Boys. Basically that's why I told y'all that long ass story. Like they had more positive music from my understanding, and I was just listening to some gangster stuff, and then some mental health type music, and then some ratchet Juvenile 400 Degrees type music, things of that nature. So I'm loving this new journey of actually going back and checking out it, because I have a different set of years in terms of when I was like 15 years old. Okay. So this is one of the songs that I did hear from Beastie Boys that broke through that barrier, as I stated before. And I thought it was amazing. So I haven't heard this in years, but you guys are about to see me check it out. Let's get into it. What is good, everybody? My name is Polo. Hope you're doing well. And today we are reviewing a song by the Beastie Boys, Intergalactic.